bottom of the banger to you. My name is Slinky the Count. And I heard that you want other people to suffer. I heard you don't want anybody else to play the game. And you've come to the right place. We've got ourselves some hot tea, a nice new character on screen. And I'm gonna be going ahead and showing you bad boys how to play yourself some Link Joker. Alright? Now this is just my Link Joker kind of setup. But it's gonna make sure that you learn how to make sure nobody else could ever enjoy the game ever again. It's gonna instill the fear and just pure ill will onto others that, maybe you've been letting some people slide on. Maybe all that repressed rage you can use in a card. Maybe one card flip, one locked card can change everything. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's do a deck breakdown. And if you really want to see what decks look like or how to build a deck, you might actually want to tune into Different Fight or somebody else. But I'm going to tell you what I run, and why I run it. First of all, we got, and I'm going to go to my confirmed deck here. I'm a little bit bad at this, if you can't tell. We got 3 Hyena Boys, alright? Hyena Boys, Soul Blast 1, you get big boost. We got Palladium. Palladium is the sword man. He red. You can re-counter blast 1 to relock 1, Omega Lock. Real good. Nice, hot. We've got 3 of these Starvaders. Sometimes I run 4 because, he skills big stakes, and every time you need to go ahead and clap somebody, he's always there in the sideline. This guy, Legion Mate, Counterblast 2, lock card. This card connects, hits 1, relock 1 card. No putting a card into the soul. Lock card plus 3,000 because I'm broke boy, don't have the Starvader plus 3,000 one. And also, we've got ourselves the Garnet Star Dragon, okay? And we're skipping all the grade 3s. Basically, plus 3,000s, they get you up to that point, alright? You need something meaty, strong, someone willing to cleave through that front line and show some disrespect, alright? You need to go ahead and Fortnite emote on those kids. Make them wish they never insult the game, alright? Make them wish that super deck that they got was applied to another deck that they're spending all their time on. Daddy's credit card isn't here to protect you, alright? This is the Link Jokers. This is Endgame, baby. Garnet Star Dragon. Go ahead and use those guys to dump cards into your drop zone. Prepare for your next Legion if you got a stack of grade 3s into your hand. We got Flash. I've almost got my last Star Imaginary Dragon. And that's going to be great. But until we do, we will run 3. Because the 3 lock meta is great. It's going to make everybody that you play against sweat bullets and be scared as shit. And then we got a bunch of filler grade for heal triggers that are like, I hit a heal trigger, it's great. If I don't, I have something to throw away. And if I have to ride it, I'm going to go ahead and counterblast 1 and lock everything in the line in between. And then there's a Chaos Breaker Dragon because, once again, broke boy, alright? So you ready? I talked too much about it. There's another grade 3 that lets me search for a whole nother stupid Garnet Dragon. Hopefully you never end up in that situation, because once you get to Garnet Dragon, it's really hard to back off of him. Now, I talked enough about it. It's time to embrace this darkness. It's time I meet you guys on the battlefield. Let's go! I'm Legion 3, I know, don't laugh at me, I'm ashamed, I haven't been playing as much, and I also didn't want to get completely destroyed by like Legion 5 or 8 trying to play this deck, because I don't think Starvaders is probably top meta right now. But they're one of my favorite things to play. If you've ever wanted to control somebody else's deck movements, you probably know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. They know what I'm talking about. Alright. I think we're going against Narukami. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to go ahead and put back my heal trigger. I'm going to dump my Garnet Star Dragon Searcher. And I'm gonna fix my volume settings because I know how some of you guys are about hearing your Vanguard settings. So we're gonna go to our settings, background music off. Well, we got the effects. Let's go. I'll play with that in post. Let's do this. We're gonna ride Palladium because, believe it or not, he's not that important to have outside of your soul. So we're gonna go ahead and leave him in there, turn in, wait to use Hyena. We're gonna use Hyena to re-push out Palladium, if not for a grade 2 plus 3000 lock beat stick. Alright, if that makes any sense? It don't right now, but you're gonna listen and understand once I start locking this field. People play against Link Jokers in one of two ways. And I told my friend this. Oh my god, I'm going against Royal Paladin. They either don't put cards out in the front because they're afraid of getting locked, or they don't attack you because they're afraid of counter blast or something. So I prey on the weak. I ride my plus 3000 beat stick because I always want to send my Flash Gunstar to the I always want to send it to the drop zone. There's no reason not to send it to drop zone. I don't have another card to gain plus 5,000 for my Hyena. Laying into him with straight face. He hit a trigger that lets me send it again. But I'm going to go ahead, slap him in the face with a hail trigger. Oh, what hell and damage, baby. And that's going to be 2 to my 0. The ball is back in his court. He's going to have to put out cards now. And it's already on turn 2. By the time it ends up on me, that's turn 3, and that's where my deck really starts to pivot around. He's going to have to crash into 1. I can use Hyena to put 1 into drop zone. All I have to do is just chill and put every piece into place for turn 4. Turn 4, Link Joker gets nuts, and that's whenever you start realizing if you've made a mistake or not. Gonna go ahead and play my Imaginary Dragon because, you know, Imagine Dragons is already out there anyway. I don't have any card to put out there off in the top lane. Gonna go ahead and just boost up my front Vanguard. And this is a very weird place to be. We're gonna battle, take the game a little bit slow. Time is actually pretty good on my deck. I have 2 heal triggers in my drop zone. I'm gonna go ahead and lay in as much of this fiery burst damage as I can. Mikasa! Oh my god. Okay. 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 I think he's gonna... You have nothing to Legion. See what I mean? People are so afraid of playing against you with Link Joker. They think that you're gonna lock their front units within the first 1 to 2 rounds. It's a physical impossibility. The only thing I have that can let me lock something that you have without counterblasting anything is going to be my Garnet Star Dragon, discarding the card whenever I Legion. Ride Skip, because why would I not ride Skip? Is there anything in there that I want to send back into my deck more than these guys? Not truly, but if I put this down right here, select that, I can put that in the front, I can Legion, put together my heals, and I actually want that guy back into my deck. I'm leaving a lot of Palladiums right now, but you have to remember, I've got my Imaginary Flame Dragon out. So he's taking 2 counterblasts if I ever actually want to use his ability. And of course, get rid of 1 of those because we don't want the game to go that long. He has resist on 1. He kept 1 column open to try and protect himself, but it doesn't matter to me. That's never been my concern. I just want to make him regret not putting cards out against me. Feel bad. Oh my gosh. I feel bad. This deck has a way of hitting every single heal trigger that you have. So you need to Legion as much as possible. When you have my RNG, you literally hit them as much as possible. But look at him. He's got 5 damage. I have 2. There's no comeback from here. Not with, not whenever I'm locking your cards and not burning them due to like Kagero and Nanokami effects. You're able to Legion like out the wazoo. You have to earn this from me now. And if you want to activate that, you totally can. Blast the card off of my field. But at this point in the game, I think he just gave me another card. Oh my god, he just gave me another counter blast. This is whenever you start getting icky with them boys. So I got a heal trigger in my hand. I obviously need to start putting some of these back into my deck. Go ahead and rewrite your imaginary dragon. Cackle a little bit in the background. And then put this card down. Go ahead and if you're a real Dirk, you'll go ahead and do this. Boop. You're gonna go ahead and put, of course, this trigger back into your this trigger back into your deck. You're gonna go ahead and pump up the gems. You want your columns to go ahead and switch, do some damage anywhere. You're gonna Legion. You're gonna select every single one of those triggers that you just sent off. I can't triangle out because he's got resist, but you know what I can do? I can lock aside, lock aside. Now, it doesn't matter if I win this turn or not, because he can't attack me but one time. I don't have any intercepts. I don't need anything over to 11,000 because guess what? He's got perfect guards. And if you got perfect guards and I can't get over 11,000, I don't need to. You're dead. Dead! You're dead! The game is over! I made this deck work, baby! I'm killing noobs! Of course, we're going to go ahead and Legend rank off of that. Go into Legend 4. And let's go ahead and see if I can't clean up another game. On this, I was on a 3-win streak earlier. I had 1 Rage Quit. I had 1 AFK. I had 1 Aqua Force battle. I got demolished by Aqua Force. No, I played against 3 Link Jokers. Beat the last Link Joker. Got beat by the Aqua Force. And then I was like, I gotta tune up my deck. I gotta get this last imaginary dragon. I've gotta grind. I stayed up till 2:30 a.m. playing against myself on another laptop because I didn't have enough friends that wanted to play 80 times. So I played 80 times against myself for 8 rerolls, and you know what? It was worth it. But seriously, it was super worth it. I'm thinking I want to keep the imaginary. I want to keep the Garnet. Garnet's really strong, and I don't have to counterblast too. That's pretty solid because remember, even if you have a heal trigger in your hand, you're gonna throw these cards away in order to hit their effect. Feels bad. We have to use a Hyena. He's a low power off in the front lane. We're probably gonna get abused, but it's okay. People are terrified of playing against Link Joker, which means they're not gonna put cards out until it's too late. Whenever they realize you have to put cards out to win the game, it's great. I feel like an anime villain. This feels like almost training. We've got 2 of these little dudes here. This obviously gonna pass through into another pass through. Honestly, having a perfect guard over your damage zone is not the worst thing to have in their first game. First damage. You know it is bad though, having 2 heal triggers in your hand. That's a oopsies. That's a poopsies oopsies. Oh, and this is actually like, he's playing Revengers, I think, and Witches. So I actually might end up getting a little bit bodied here. He's not gonna overcommit. He's too scared to overcommit to both columns. And since I'm running 100% draw triggers and heal triggers, Oh my god, dude, they don't want me to win this game. This is gonna be, I don't have anything to push out for my, soul. Yikes. I've gotta commit. Yeah, I've gotta push. Alright. So, I'm running all draws so then I can constantly have something to flood and smack him in the face with. Because if you have stand triggers, you gotta rely on the RNG aspect of it. There we go. And he's probably most likely not gonna crash into those triggers at the front, which is stupid in his part. Because if he gives me just a free, like he gives me free rear guards off in the front to attack with, I'm locking 2 of his rear guards at least. Trying to follow up with 2 because of my back rear guard, Star Vader Robin Knight. He's kind of OP whenever you combine him with Garnet because Garnet has no cost in Counterblast, and all he needs you to do is put him to soul with Counterblast 2, and you're locking 2 other combs. He's still too afraid of me to play a full comb, so he's gonna keep going like this until he thinks he can kill me. It seems like I just got 2 Great 2, so I can prolong my death again. I'm actually going to, and I don't advise ever doing this truly, I'm going to go into my main phase, right over this. I'm going to, yes. I'm going to write this over this guy. No, I'm not. You gotta get rid of your heal triggers, guys. You gotta get rid of your heal triggers. Don't forget that. I almost misplayed. Don't forget that. You're the villain. You can't be out here making these mistakes. So what we're going to do is, we're going to Legion. Just like I told you, we don't have to counter blast, alright? So stay calm. You got 3 counter blasts. And all you just did was drop almost all of your heal triggers back into your deck, throw your other heal trigger into the drop zone, lock this guy, lock that thing so that he can't use that, because it's scary. You don't want to even read it, just leave it alone. It's a starter, he probably needs it. There's nothing else out there right now. I bought myself some time. As long as he doesn't crit me, I should be safe. But in order to make sure that we get this on lock, we're going to smack him 1 time. That's 11. He doesn't hit any kind of trigger. We're going to follow up with that card right now. Since it connected, we can choose a card not to unlock next turn. We're going to connect with that one, and that's all this card at the front. Flash Star is a beautiful thing. Smack, smack, smack. Go ahead and lay down some disrespect here. He didn't connect. We farmed out a perfect guard. Sit back, relax. We're at 3 to his 5. It's over now. That's it. It's done. He would literally have to hit. He would have to hit. He'd have to break through that and then have an ability to get past the Sentinel and hit me with 3 critical. Now, if he's got another 2. If he has 2 more perfect arts in his hand, he might be okay. And the heal trigger on the top of his deck. Oh, he just blasted through that? So he's going to get 2 hits through. Uh-oh. He's going off. He's doing it. He hit me with a 21. It's huge! A critical! A triple critical! Perfect. Go. Oh, shit. It's not fair. It's not fair! There was time! Why? Alright. guess you guys can see why I enjoy playing the game so much and why it's always so much of a toss-up for me. I hope you enjoy watching me play Link Joker and see the crazy tactics that you can pull off and the crazy amount of bull crap that somebody else has to pull to win. I drew into all my heal triggers and they drew into all their crits. They didn't want me to win, and we all know that, and that's fine, alright? But you know, if you put my deck in the Thunderdome, alright, I'm blowing you out of the water, alright? I'm locking everything and then some. Until next time, happy toast and peace. Have a good one.